The pulse of tradition beats strongly here in the East End, father to son. The boys on the Barrowfield corners today run the same streets that Jamie Barnes fought over 30 years ago with his fledgling gang.
Young Shanghai. It wasn't really... It became a gang, but basically we started off as a group of guys that banded together. Because in the days in Brighton, when you were a lone fish walking about, you're easy meat. You're always bait, you know. So we just formed a lot of good guys in the gang, but basically we became a gang, you know.
You mean you feel you were pressured into it?
Yeah, they went about with a mob, but you didn't get about at all. Aye. With territorial rights, you know, there's places I couldn't go, and places other mobs couldn't come into us, you know. You were limited. I was tied for about 5 years from Parkhead to Brighton Cross. I couldn't go outside that. You know, which kind of stumps your growth a bit. A typical night was hanging about the corner, making a nuisance of ourselves. You know, shouting and bawling and having a carry on. But you can do that when you're a kid. But as you get older, it's no carry on, it's a breach of the peace then. Employment here too. One time we had the gas works.
The gas works, I used to know a guy.
Well, Baltic Street was rough, okay. I just kept into my MV scene up until I was about, say, 14-year-old, 13 when I went to my secondary school. And that was the first mob I ever hung about with in the school. It was really rough, the school kind of thing, you know. Getting up and down to school was a gauntlet, because you had to pass different schools going up, you know, and they always wanted to attack you. So we formed, it was just the guys in the class that we go in with. You know, we just started going about together. And even at night times, we started going about socially. You couldn't get money for booze during the week, you know, so eventually we took to lifting things. And it was just a downhill struggle. And then we started getting a name as a gang, so other mobs would come into the area and try to take us, and so we would get involved in gang fights then. We were just caught up in a mad rush. Before you know where you are, the slammer's getting ever closer. And I could feel it, man, you know. I said to myself, if I don't get out of this, I'm going to end up in the nick. The rock scene, when it came, was a vehicle for people that, when the band thing sort of came, it got me out of it. And I was really glad. And through the band, I was too busy to start running about with the boys. I could see them maybe now and again, but then I eventually just faded away from them. The band is a 5-piece lineup. We call it Cochise because I'm heavily into the North American Indian, Apache in particular. I read Cochise's life story. He was a great man, great leader. He was loyal. Basically, he was just trying to do what we were doing, banding together to survive.
And went away. Tuesday felt bad. In fact, no bad. I think I'll commit sideways. Mother she never told me that heartache follows happiness. Mother she used to scold me for crying on her new dress, for crying on her new dress. And wind up, but I tried my newfound freedom at last. I met this lady, thought she was easy to trust, then I had to pass. Mother, why don't you take me? Why don't you take me and hold me to your breast? Mother, why don't you own up? Why don't you own up? You could not care less. Well, you could not care less. I know the rest, you're the best, mother. Mother, why don't you take me? Why don't you take me and hold me to your breast? Mother, why don't you own up? Why don't you own up? You could not care less. Well, you could not care less. I go to rest, mother. Can't you hear me calling? Mother, I'm lost and I'm lonely. Mother!